Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dice Lounge in Kampala, the village, or will I say the suburb of Munyonyo, right at the shore of the great Lake Victoria. I need to say that this live stream is being sponsored by Nicholas Mohereza, a youthful budding leader who intends to serve the people of Bushenyi Ishaka municipality come at the right time. If you are watching from anywhere near Bushenyi, when it comes to the right time, please remember him. He is the sponsor of this live stream. It is Rashid Wagaba, guy nicknamed Dog City, taking on Cesar Chandiga, the player who is nicknamed the Scorpion. This is not a usual race, it is a sponsored race. There is 500 US dollars, which is risen by a party which we'll know at the end of the match, and whoever is the first to 15 will take 350, and the loser will take 150 US dollars. It is third game of the match that has just been won by Dog City, who now leads 3-0. Last time these two guys faced off in a money match was over 1,000 kilometers away in Nairobi at Mchana Pub and Grill. In a race to 21, it ended 21-15 with Cesar leading. Two guys, they are these who are such joyful when watched, and every time they take each other on, they like to bring the African pool fraternity to an entire standstill. They are very good friends, I would like to say, but on table they tend to mean business against each other. Still less than 1 year ago, Cesar came first. He won a 64-man competition that happened about 250 kilometers away. In fact, the match has come a little bit late because he was still stuck in traffic on his way from Hoima. And while Dog City traveled way earlier, and he has got enough time to fill the table, acclimatize himself to the environment, and get prepared in body and mind for this match. And no wonder he's the guy who won the first 3 frames. It is normally, most of the time, the player who came late who doesn't have a very good start. This match is also being graced by the presence of 2 of the best players in the country of Zimbabwe, Eska Chimbwanda and Malvan Mukonza, who after this match will now be the main focus of Ugandan pool for the next 12 days, when they will be having a scheduled tour to play matches and comps against Ugandan players. And one of them has just pulled one back, Cesar Chandiga 1, Rashid Wagaba 3. Race to 15. Thank you for the correction. Someone corrected me about the road distance from Kampala to Nairobi. It is 580 kilometers, not 1,000. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for the correction. The match started a little bit low from the Cesar perspective, and it is one of those times to play catch up in a money. Normally, his games are those where he is the guy that takes an early lead. And most especially the games that these two players have had against each other, it has most of the time been the player who grabs the bull by the horn at the start of the match that wins the race. Dog City at one time was Cesar's main stumbling block in terms of competition against Ugandan players. When Cesar came back from Zambia in 2022 after a semi-professional pull for a 2-year stint, an almost 2-year stint, he became so dominant in Uganda between 2022 as well as 23. But there is one guy against whom in that series of matches they had 5 matches, they had 10 matches against each other, with Cesar winning 5 and Dog City 5. With some of Dog City's results against Cesar being so resounding, most especially the round of last 32 of the V8 comp that was organized in Kisumu in Kenya at Rakatak Pool Club in a race to 7, which ended the 7-1 with the Dog City winning resoundingly. But Cesar was able to rub all that by taking Dog City out of the quarterfinals of the National Open Pool Championship of Uganda, the car competition which Cesar himself won. And since then, it was 3 consecutive victories more for Cesar against Dog City until just over, actually exactly 7 days ago, a midweek comp that was organized at the Kamocha Pool Center in Kampala, which was won by Dog City, where he defeated Cesar in the final for the first time in 5 attempts. And Dog City is trying to make it a second consecutive victory against Cesar. Remember, guys, this is a sponsored race. The players are not staking any money, but someone whom you will know as the match progresses has staked $500 with the winner walking away with 350 and the loser $150. Lucky guys, these. I would be happy with that kind of money in one night, even if I lost that match.
Very soon I'm adding can make it. Beautiful.
Cesar 2, Dog City 3. Someone is asking about the whereabouts of Maluva and Eska. They are enjoying Ugandan environment for the first time, enjoying Ugandan pool. And in particular, right now, Maluva is enjoying for the first time Ugandan food. Just as you can see. There we go. Just a little glimpse. I had lunch with them today. Had some chats, of course, off the table, comparisons between Uganda and Zimbabwe. They had never seen jackfruit all their life. I'm very surprised. I think Zimbabwe is the only African country where they don't grow jackfruit. We call it fene. They also saw ground nuts being prepared as a sauce for the very first time ever. And Eshka is insisting on enjoying his Cesar as a favorite dish from my home, just as he has it back at home with fish. Maluva is a rice guy. Cesar, by the way, is ugali or nshima or posho. They've already checked into their hotel room and they are pretty much now enjoying the day. Everybody is loving them. Yeah, so tomorrow, by the way, the draws for the tournament that is happening tomorrow have already been done. If I'm not mistaken, Eshka is taking on Dangote, Lawrence Sengong in the first round at the Kamocha Pool Center in Kampala. And as for Maluva, in the first round, he will be taking on Kenneth Odong. So both of them are taking on two of Uganda's top-seeded players, and it will be a short race to 5. And all of those games will be coming live on Break and Finish Facebook tomorrow around the afternoon. And the entire tournament, which also has big names like Habib Sebuguzi, Merembe William, Peter Mainja, Samson Odong, Dog City, Pacquiao, Cesar Chandiga, Moses Omara, Ibrahim Sejemba, Computer Jackson Asiku, Ibrahim Kanja, The Real Machine, Kenneth, Joseph Kasozi, Ivan Kanyesije, amongst others. 2 Ugandans versing 30 South Africans. There's some little money. It is little money for our weekly comps, but the important thing is competing and winning. Supporting Dog City all the way from South Africa. Thank you for watching. Gezani. Your guy won the first 3 games, has just won the last 2. He's being put under pressure here. I will say expected pressure. Sponsored race. Nobody is losing their money from losing this match. Everybody is gaining money, win or lose. The winner $350, the loser $150 from a pot of $500 that has been sponsored by an entity you will get to know as the match draws to its conclusion. And how about that? For pinpoint accuracy from Dog City, he will want to put that red ball to the corner pocket top right and roll the white ball half the length of the table to put the black to the corner pocket, either left or right, bottom of your viewing area. The half length of the table. Perfect. Accurate. The execution, the idea, the end result. Dog City 4, Cesar 2, rest to 15. Someone is asking who won the competition between Cesar and Kasozi yesterday. I think you know, and I think this must be a Cesar fan who wants it to be heard again that Cesar defeated Kasozi. But what a final that one was! Very entertaining. It was streamed on Break and Finish Live Facebook, and results are there in audio and video and word and pictures. Cesar gets himself snookered. He'll most likely find the red, but he has to find the red and pot. Finds the red and doesn't pot. Advantage, Dog City. The entire Cesar management team are here at the venue watching. I can see Dr. Robert Onekalit. Has traveled all the way from Elegu at the border between Uganda and South Sudan here to witness his scorpion. Ramadan Omonya, normally watching in the comment section today, he is here at the venue. I can see him supporting his guy and the proud Paul Okelo Opio, Cesar's social media handler, is at the venue watching this game. The one I can see of the management team is the usual face, Keith Bantavia, and of course Stephen Austin. And also for Dog City, his line manager of the Advanced Talent Agency is at the venue watching this match, manager Stephen Sentongo. I always love it when two players are so friendly against each other in kind but on table perfect enemies. And while Cesar has been so dominant in Ugandan pool, Dog City has been that guy who has, if I would say, been an opposition to Cesar's dominance. Cesar came the better of Dog City, winning 4 times in succession against him, and maybe was able, between the end of last year to the start of this year, to restore him back to his challenging position against him. What is that performance in the final of that comp that happened at the Kamo Chapel Center? The one that we are playing tomorrow in its 10th edition was won by Dog City with victory in the final against Cesar, and a very joyous victory. This is textbook clearance from Dog City. He could go for a slow shot, He can also decide sometimes to be a little bit arrogant in his white ball movement, moving the white ball the length of the table just to get his white ball in a more fancied position, which he does, and now leads 5-2. And fans are starting to call him to their side, tipping him, appreciating his performance. He's more of the home guy because the Advanced Talent Agency love to use Dice Lounge as their preferred home venue. It is the best of Ugandan pool this week and next week with a touch of Zimbabwean class. Malvan Mokonza and Eska Chimbwanda are not just in the country of Uganda. They are not just in the city of Kampala. They are in the building and they are watching for the first time a Ugandan race between Dog City and Cesar. This time, ladies and gentlemen, a sponsored race. I like to say and to remind you that none of these players or their management teams is staking their money, but the race has a sponsor who has offered $500 into the match, with the winner in a race of 15 taking 350 and the loser taking 150 in a race to 15, which is now poised advantageously of Dog City, who leads 5-2 against the would-be match favorite Cesar Chandiga. As for Dog City, this action he will be involved in today, and then tomorrow he has a weekly comp, and then later in the week prepare to take on both Maluva and Eska, who are at the venue just outside the table, maybe doing some spying work on the two players. As for Cesar, it is this match, then it is the Kamocha Weekly Center comp tomorrow, and then for him as well many matches between Eska and as well as Maluva on Thursday and Friday respectively. And then he will miss out on a 64-man competition that will be happening this weekend at Star Plaza in Kampala, just so that he can prepare for his trip to China, which is happening this Sunday. He will be leaving as Joy Heibo ambassador to partake in another competition on the Joy Heibo calendar, the Joy Heibo Masters Series. Roman World Limited, thank you for watching and always being supportive when we meet. When these tournaments are held, one of the guys who have really inspired so many people just to love the game of pool. They are guys who started out having this sport as a passion in the country of Uganda, to the effect that now we are watching almost their descendants entertaining us. Your son, Dog City, your son, Cesar, I would say. Probably when Romano started playing pool, Dog City was hardly born. Maybe he was a toddler. From the Elegu Republic, thank you for watching. Daniel Odiambo Ongom. Ernest Chilando, thank you for watching. From wherever you are watching, you say you're enjoying the game. The stream has gone on for 35 minutes and we have played 7 games so far. This is the 8th, meaning that the frames are taking an average of less than 5 minutes each. And that is top quality. The speed and the execution also comes with nerves, sometimes with unforced errors. And while they are top players, they are at the end of the day human. By his body language, Cesar did not want that combination shot. He didn't want both yellows to get potted in the same shot. He has an opportunity to make amends, however. Now all 3 yellows to the same corner pocket, top right of your screen. By the displacement of the first yellow, he may have to change his mind. Doesn't need to. As if he's starting to make some baby steps to making a claim to this match. And he pulls one back. Cesar 3, Dog City 5, rest to 15. We are at Dice Lounge in Munyonyo, in Kampala. If you want to be a part of us, feel free. The place is opposite Shell Fuel Station in Munyonyo near the Lake Victoria. Wanji kali sio na jela jela liko nao kali sio na jela I start to worry for Dog City. As someone who has been watching Cesar for some while, how he has been treating his opponents when they take the lead and don't make the lead insurmountable enough. I also want to think that the very good start for Dog City may have been a little subject of Cesar's late arrival at the venue after spending the night 250 kilometers away in Hoima. Actually, it's less than that distance. But I remember the guy playing pool for an entire day. I also remember him watching the European Championship final match, which ended at around 1 p.m. and had little time to sleep, meaning waking up late and then having lunch, then driving through the traffic of Hoima Road all the way to this place. Nonetheless, he is here and he's entertaining us. Lots of respect between these two players on each other, but lots of reasons for each of them to try and beat the other. 5 times each of them beat the other last year alone. They faced off so many times in tournaments in latter stages with so little to separate them. 2 tournaments that were organized at Lamarios in Kampala, both won by Cesar, with a victory over Dog City in the finals and semis respectively. But Dog City also had a win against Cesar in a semi of his own in another version of the same tournament. Another comp that was organized at Amigos in Kampala, won by Cesar over Dog City in the quarterfinals. The Easter Cup in Matuga when the 2 faced off. Dog City won the comp after defeating Cesar in the semis, as well as the Black Sheep Opening Championship in Mokono sometime last year. And as for Cesar, besides the 2 comps that were organized at Lamarios, he also did take down Dog City himself at Amigos in another comp. A long race, a money match race to 21 in Nairobi at Mchana Pub and Grill, 21.50. Please forgive me for that little network hiccup. The network is generally fine, but sometimes I find it a little jumpy. It can happen for 5 to 10 seconds. At the end of the day, we have it back and it now looks more stable. 6-4. Dog City. Rashid Wagaba is leading against Cesar Chandiga in a sponsored race with a pot of $500. It's equivalent in Ugandan shillings, in which the winner in a race of 15 will walk away with 350, while the loser will be will be somehow a proud winner of 150 US dollars. And for some reason, whoever wins this match will be a very proud person, because a next money match between the same players will happen after some while, not anytime soon. For a reason, he will learn at the end of the match. I expect this race to be done in about 35 to 40 minutes, because they are both attacking players and they are relatively fast, the two of them. And it's not the usual long race. If we are to have it to completion, we are almost halfway. If we are not to have it to completion, we are past halfway. It has been that kind of weekend, especially for myself. All that distance away in Hoima swimming, that competition won by Cesar. Going under medication myself, seeing the doctor this morning for some 2 good hours in Kampala after traveling through the night, barely sleeping, and then proceeding to the airport to receive Maluva and Eska. And yet here I am here streaming. That is the price of passion, but I do it all with love. Tomorrow, a 32-man competition that normally happens at the Kamwa Chapel Center between 30 Ugandans and 2 proud shooters from the great Zimbabwe. They are already in the country, they are already in the city, and they are at the venue. Intention is noted for Dog City. Perfection is not. He wants.
Kulokusatu ono Maluva agenda kuzannya ne Kasozi tulimba Entebbe bagiyita King Sport owensula naye ayinza okusooka naye Eska ayinza okusookawo ne kompyuta Entinda alina ebitaano by'oggwe ng'amba omusajja ne mbukuleeterawo obwagala n'onyiga n'olya n'ogenda ku Lwokuna Dog City ne Cesar buli omu agenda kuzannyako omu ku wano ku Lwokutaano n'Olwomukaaga Olwokuna n'Olwokutaano mukitegedde ku Lwokutaano n'Olwomukaaga bagenda kuzannya tonamenti eri awo ebunnamwayo ekitebe ku Lwomukaaga ne Sande, then ku Mande bombi bagenda kuzannya Dembaba ne Musiraamu. Ku Lwokubiri omu ku bo agenda kutwalibwa Ejjinja Manisula mukoleko emikolo. Manisula wanaakoma Ibula wajja okutandikira era
Ibula. Yese ndio tukawedewo.
naye Azadi amalirize.
Azadi wana. Omugulawo ni Azadi. Azadi Marufa.
Maaso yagenda okubanga
Akwata chu ya Marufa. Marufa. Here is your one person. Here. This guy, you don't handle it. Your guy is. This guy. Cesar, come on, wake up. Balance the boats. Can you make it?
Some of the races confirmed between Ugandans and the Eska Plus Maluva. Just for a little bit of information, on Wednesday, Joseph Kasozi versus Maluva at King Sports in Entebbe. If you're watching from anywhere nearby, that is the place to go. That's the place to be. $1,000 in a race to 17. On Tuesday, tomorrow, it is a weekly comp with both guys in participation. There is still some discussion of having computer against Eshka before the Kasozi and Maluva game on Wednesday. On Thursday and Friday, respectively, Cesar and Hazard will face both Maluva and Eshka, with each player having a match on each day. Same place, same venue, same table, but slightly earlier in terms of time on Saturday and Sunday. A 64-man competition that is being organized at Star Plaza in Wankulukuku in Kampala, with both Maluva and Eska in participation. And then Monday next week, Eska versus Dembaba, Maluva versus Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine. Tuesday, we are contemplating either another weekly comp or Mansour versus one of them with $1,000 in the city of Jinja. And then another weekly comp on either Wednesday or Thursday in the town of Mokono. And I think that is a tour indeed. I think Dog City will not get a bigger chance than this one of trying to take down Cesar in a long race. For the first time, he is queuing well, he's using his opportunities well, and he's maintaining his lead. Every time Cesar is coming close to him, Dog City pulls further away. That is a very important component to trying to win a long race. A big shout out to you, to shout some of our dear viewers. John Kasumba is asking race to what? It is race 215. David Seru, you seem to be a proud Cesar fan, even when he's 3 games down. You seem to think that he will win. Race 215, guys. Dennis Monroe, Joel Toka, Bushira Nasona, Banari Tawanda Mudogo is giving his Cesar 6, Dog City 8. Once again, race to 15. I think that is the last. Was just saying that I think that's the last time I'm making an apology of a drip in network. Been struggling a little bit with the signal quality just for moments within the stream. Then using another gadget to hotspot with a bigger signal, and it sometimes it has been the gadget has been receiving phone calls which have been affecting the quality of network, but I think I've now restored the service of flawless flow of network just to see if Dog City can provide a service of trying to take down Cesar Chandiga in a manner for the first time. And should Cesar lose this match, which is a seeming possibility, it will be the first time ever that he's losing in a long race to a Ugandan with no head start attached ever since he became a recognized player. There was a short race to 7 in which he was taken down by Mansouri in 2019. But that was only a short race to 7, and he was not yet the established player that he is today. Sometimes they like to say that easy does it. Sometimes they say that easy, the easiest shot is the best. Like City at times aimed and had a body language as if he was trying out a very tough shot, and yet he went as easy as easy. And the shot became as effective as effective. You need to put this time with a little top spin white ball following the red, but off the rail and on target. That is beautiful. He can be such a menace to an opponent, irrespective of who that opponent may be, when his game is on. He has once taken down Ibra Sejemba in a final with a 9-1 score. He has ever taken down Cesar with a 7-1 score. He has ever humiliated the African legendary player Ishmael Mtetho in a money match in Lusaka in a race to 13. It is the only time I ever saw Ishmael being so badly beaten, 13-2, with $1,000 for the winner at Flintstones in Lusaka in Zambia. And this was the guy that caused the havoc, and he's now leading 9-6. Hello. Kati wiiki ejja ngenda kusaba olondewo oba wakusatu ejja olwokusatu basanya miliyoni 2 kati omulenzi olandewo nebyo just kuba nti yo yagala beniki naye nga ekitegeeza bwetulire
Hiyo. Thank you.
Oneka. 30 seconds. 30. Just say something. Just been having a brief chat with some of the guys watching, just to give prediction. And the Dog City has been having a 4-game lead with 10-6, which is now, by the way, 10-7. Majority of them are saying it is too early to write off Cesar, including Maluva, by the way. Some of the tentative fixtures coming up in the Eshka and Maluva tour of Uganda. Yes, they will be involved in a 32-man competition, like I've been saying, happening at the Kamocha Pool Center tomorrow. All action coming live your way. Break and Finish Live Facebook at the Kamocha Pool Center tomorrow from noon for about 10 hours of the tournament. They are both facing top players in the first round. I like to say it is Lawrence Sengonge Dangote I think the last guy to have won that comp will be taking on Eshka in the first round, while Malova will be taking on another of Uganda's top players in Kenneth Odong. That's a void break from Dog City, case where black ball is spotted on the break, and the game is supposed to be re-racked with the same player, re-breaking the same game with no impact on loss of game or loss of turn or loss of shot or foul. And then on Wednesday, a confirmed race at the King Sports Arena in Nkumba in Entebbe between Maluva and Joseph Kasozi in a race to 17. On Thursday and Friday respectively, these two guys who are playing will be back here with each one having one game between Maluva and Eshka respectively. Thursday and Friday, Dice Lounge. Saturday, the two Zimbabweans will be involved alongside about 60 other Ugandans in a 64-man comp that will be happening for 2 days at the Star Plaza in Kampala. Tournament similar to the one you watched yesterday, with the difference in locality and as well as the participants involved. Monday next week, Eshka will be taking on Dembaba, while Ibrahim Kanja will be taking on Malova respectively in Bulaga near Kampala. On Tuesday, contemplating either a weekly comp or Ibrahim Sejemba and Hazard respectively on Tuesday and Wednesday, taking on both of these players. Both Hazard and Ibrahim taking on both of these guys. If we don't have the comp, then we shall have only 1 day left, and what shall be for that 1 day will be Bwanika Mansur versing Maluva at Paradise Sports in the eastern city of Jinja with $1,080 at stake. Never see this out game. Then never come carton. That's the other thing. But never come carpet. Never come over. Never come in the chamber. Now, I didn't know the home sound. The home sound is the option of our way of n'ennaku ze batagenda kufulawo bazisasula abantu waliwo kalinga libatwala tebalina naye wano basasudde paka This guy is on fire. One thing he has been doing so well in this competition is that every time Cesar has come within touching distance of him, Dog City has been pulling further away. That is a very crucial secret to winning long races. It is exactly how he took down Mansour in a race to 21. It is exactly what he is doing so far. And I'm starting to think now he is the new favorite for winning the match. In a race to 15, Cesar needs 8, Dog City needs half of the 8. He needs 4. And needing 4 out of a total of 11 games to go is not something insurmountable, especially for Dog City. And while this is a sponsored race, please be reminded that Dog City is doing that something that no Ugandan player has done ever since Cesar became an established player. He has won long races against Mansour twice, against Hazard, against Kasozi Joseph, against Dubula Simon, against Ibrahim Sejemba. He has also won with handicap against Ivan Morales. He has won long races against Kenneth Odong. And for some of them, taking them down more than once. The only time he lost Ugandan in a long race ever since becoming an established player is when he gave head starts to Hazard and Mansour. And for Mansour, it was one victory apiece by himself and Cesar. And yet it was a +6 in a race 21. Unbelievable. And after that race, by the way, Dog City beat Mansour in a comprehensive race, 21-18. Final score. He himself has had victories in many matches against Kenneth Odong, against Ibrahim Kayanja, against Joseph Kasozi and Libwanika Mansour. He's lost a money match in the recent past to Ibrahim Sejemba and Lokomwa Hazard. Two guys who are well traveled, by the way, as players who are pretty much young men in virtually the same age bracket. But are queuing and are famous as if they are veteran players. Both have history in Kampala and in Nairobi, both Dar es Salaam, both in Lusaka, both in Bulawayo, both in Shanghai, in China, and both in Johannesburg. Being around pretty much the same places. but with results of their movement poised in favor of Cesar. But this match is starting to get poised in favor of Dog City. You think that he will want a big top spin on the cue ball, following the yellow ball to the right direction near your screen, such that he can put black to the left center pocket. He does it even more beautiful. Inside plays a backspin, draws the white ball backwards, simply to put that black ball to the bottom right corner pocket. And he does. He is within 3 games of taking down Cesar for the first time in a long race without a hard start given. With each dry break now that Cesar makes, leaving game as open as it is with each shot that Dog City takes, with each ball that he puts, with each move that he makes, he is seemingly coming closer to what will be a somewhat memorable victory if it comes against the Scorpion. And if it happens, he will not be the first, neither the second Ugandan to defeat Cesar in 2 consecutive matches. Hazard Lukoma already did this year in 2 finals. Mansur Banika already did in this year in 2 finals. Dog City did defeat Cesar the last time they faced off in a final, and he wants to do exactly what he did the last time the 2 talents faced off. I don't think he will be so contented with the final resting position of his cue ball. He needs such a sharp cut. It's not a very obvious ball to pot. Natural movement of the white ball may be further than he hopes, but he uses a power balance in his hands, in his body, to get a position of a cue ball as though he did place it by bare hand. And this one will go down as a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful red apple. Dog City 13, Cesar 8, rest of 15. Some of you in the comment section like to despise the Zimbabweans who are in Uganda. You think they are here for the beating. They think otherwise. After arriving at the airport, I asked Eska why he is here. He replied in 3 words which mean exactly the same. He said win, win, win. And after they getting the information that Mansour will want to play against one of them, I went to them and asked who of the two will be willing to play against Mansour. Malova told me anyone can play. And then Eshka told me he can choose. What an amount of confidence. I'm already looking forward. It has been too many one visits, too many apples, too many single visit clearances, too many brilliant clearances from Dog City. He is winning and winning on pure merit. He wants the win. He has worked hard and worked bright and worked smart. And he has to lose 7 games in a row for him to lose this match. And given the complexion this match has been having, since it started, there is absolutely no sign of that happening. I'm almost certain that this money match is being won by none other than Dog City.
Singa kubijobe. Kumi na nnya kumunana. Namuyisa.
He's a guy on his day. He's a guy on his game. He's a guy at his new preferred table. He's a guy trying to win a fourth money match in succession against the best of the opposition that opposition has to offer him. Rashid Wagaba, Dog City. Given the way he's queuing, you see no way he can fail. Maybe fail to win this frame, but not to fail to win this match. But even this frame, you think that he's good to go for a brilliant backspin of the cue ball here. Look at this. Just slightly more energy he used than he anticipated, but the kind of vein of form he has been displaying today, this one should be good enough. Going for the center pocket on the right in a straight shot, maybe the center on the left in the back shot. Goes for the straight shot and puts the black and wins the match. Ever since Cesar became an established player, it is only the first time that he's taken down in a long race in a money match. In a race of 15 against Dog City, I want to emphasize that it has been a sponsored race. Nobody of these players is losing their money, but it is $500, which is sponsored by the Advanced Talent Agency, as they, in a short while, are unveiling Cesar Chandiga as their latest recruit. Final score: Rashid Wagaba 15, Cesar Chandiga 8. The unveiling of Cesar into the Advanced Talent Agency is coming live next on Break and Finish Live Facebook.